In St. Louis, a tornado ripped through there and just wrecked the shit out of everything. And the tornado sirens never went off. And well, here's the woman in charge.
The DEI hire? Yeah.
This is the woman who was in charge.
We just watched The Toxic Avenger, and she looks like the Toxic Avenger.
Yeah. Yes, she does.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a video of her talking, but it's been taken down every time they try to put it up. Somebody is knocking down the video every time you try to put up the video of her talking, because she's just such an obvious malfunctioning. It's I call them their dollar store discount bin Frankenstein's monsters.
Wow. That's a savage beatdown. But
it's what they are.
It doesn't. Listen, we should do a stream dedicated to all the DEI failures.
Yeah.
Because, listen, if you guys have any DEI failure stories, email them in redonkulous12@gmail.com. We'll start setting them aside until we have enough to do a show.
Absolutely.
Because we need to point a finger at this and ruthlessly mock it so it doesn't happen again in the future. This is absolutely insane.
What state again was this? Was this in Tennessee?
St. Louis, Missouri.
St. Louis, Missouri. Missouri. This comes from St. Louis Mayor Kara Spencer. Said there was a failure of protocol for activation of sirens during Friday's tornado warning.
Here we go. There's another DEI hire right there.
Yep.
Let's listen to what she has to say.
Let me share what happened. The tornado warning was issued on 2:34 p.m. on Friday. Within minutes, a massive weather system had hit the ground and was decimating our neighborhoods. In those minutes between the warning and the time that we were experiencing a massive weather event, there was a failure, a human failure, a failure in protocol to get the sirens up and running, to let the community know that there was a massive weather event hitting our community. There was a failure of protocol. It was a human failure.
Oh, whose human failure was that?
Place in 2000.
The one that hired her
was not exceptionally clear about whose roles and responsibilities it was to do what. Bullshit. It is now my responsibility and my role to ensure that moving forward, this protocol is crystal clear, and it is. This protocol is calling for our fire department, who is staffed 24 hours a day, to issue those warnings. And from this point forward, the fire department, with whom I have the utmost confidence, is going to be doing that work moving forward.
All right. So
but at the end of the day,
all right. I believe Doppler radar has been around since the mid to late 80s.
No, early 80s.
Early 80s. Okay.
I remember Chuck Gatica talking about over here on the Doppler radar we have.
Yeah. Okay. So you can see this shit coming a day in advance, if not hours.
Let's see. Quick search here. Doppler radar has been around since the 1950s.
Wow. Okay.
The concept was first applied to weather radar in 1958 when American researchers David Holmes and Robert Smith detected a rotation of a tornado using a mobile continuous wave radar, which was then later modified into pulsar Doppler radar by the National Severe Storms Laboratory.
I remember people saying Doppler radar. Yeah, I remember people saying that.
No, I stand corrected. Yeah, you guys were right and I was wrong, and now I have to do I was wrong dance. Okay,
but yeah, I mean, I will say this. This is the first time I've seen this video, so I don't know who this woman is. I will say a little bit of respect for her saying, yes, this was our fuck up. Unfortunately, people fucking died.
Yeah.
All right. So, now, let's just be honest. I saw the carnage of that tornado strike. And even if they had, did the siren an hour before, you probably still have some people dead.
Yeah. Just not on the scale of what was, I believe it was like 30 plus people, I believe.
With a big tornado, there's really not a lot you can do except hope it doesn't kill you.
Yeah.
You can't outrun them unless you've got a really secure basement or a storm shelter. Your house is no match for it if it decides to eat your house.
Correct. You're done.
Yep.
I mean,
When a tornado drops down and decides to say, "Hey, I'm going to go a mile wide and blow 200 miles an hour," good luck.
Yeah.
So basically,
all a roll of the dice. That
Yeah.
doesn't excuse the Frankentranny. That does not excuse the Frankentranny for failing to do its job.
so a tornado is a dry land hurricane.
Yes.
That's what she said.
Yep.
Well, tornadoes are responsible for the highest recorded wind speeds on the planet Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've seen trucks not fly away, but I've seen 18-wheel trucks flip over. I saw one where the back was really heavy because I think they're hauling steel, and it picked up the front of the truck and turned it sideways and then set it down. So the truck was fine, but that's the kind of wind speed you're talking about.
Yeah.
If
Well,
that truck was empty, that guy would be dead.
Well, in my expertise, because I can speak on this, if a truck is hauling a empty regular 53-foot van trailer, it doesn't take more than a 45 mile an hour wind to blow it over and lay it over. Yeah. It happens very commonly.
Yeah.
I have seen a straw thrown into a telephone pole by a tornado.
Oh, yeah.
So like after the fact, but I've actually seen a piece of straw thunk into a telephone pole.
Let us know in the chat. Have you ever been standing by trees that were struck by lightning?
Oh, yeah.
I have seen that about 8 times in my life.
There's one about 100 feet from my house. I think last summer, a tree was struck by lightning right on the other side of the yard.
They explode like little toothpick fragments.
Yeah.
The water in them boils.
Yes.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.